GoPro.
G'day, YouTube. G'day.
Mighty YouTube.
G'day. Why do we keep saying g'day? Because we're making g'day.
We are making g'day. That's also how we address each other on or off live stream. Pretty standard Australian greeting, the old g'day.
G'day, mate. How you going?
Mate, how's it
G'day,
going?
mate. If you've got any questions about what we're doing, please ask. If you want to know anything about Australia too, we're doing an Australian greeting. It's g'day.
G'day, super quick one.
Oh,
it's really
what's up?
delicious.
This is
How we going?
Cooper. G'day, Samuel. G'day, mate. What the bloody hell is this?
Lettuce and half.
Thanks for joining us, mate. We're making some little. What flavour are they? What are we doing?
Lily pilly, which is the native Australian kind of food.
G'day, Diana.
I think they're
G'day,
a
Matthew.
berry. Could be wrong.
G'day, soft drinks. G'day, Morgan. G'day, Life on Woods Bay. If you're wondering why I can't stop saying g'day, it's that's what we're making. We're going to make little lollies, lily pilly flavour, which was a native Australian flavour.
They taste kind of creaming soda-y.
Kind of creaming soda-y.
Quite nice. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan too. I think this is my favourite of the native flavours actually.
Yeah,
Kakadu plum's great.
I'm there with you. Kakadu plum's good. I think this is my pick though. I think it's because we don't make it as often.
G'day Alison, g'day Tammy, g'day Mary, g'day Audrey, g'day Lee, g'day Leanne Simpson.
Oh, the lemon myrtle one is really good actually.
Yeah, just an icy pulp.
Yeah, it is very icy cold.
It's a little bit of a cliche that Australians say g'day, but we actually do.
We actually do, yeah. I don't
G'day,
even
man.
think about it most of the time. I'm thinking about saying g'day a lot now because we're making g'day, but
G'day Frank in New York. Hey Tassie. We did a nice little snack review from Tassie this morning.
yeah, how good was that stuff?
The maple pops from Ellie's.
Oh yeah,
Definitely lighter.
lighter.
Hey Louisiana.
Tasting the lettuce.
Louisiana.
Yeah, that should be enough.
Yeehaw.
I've got this much.
So many boys on the lives today. Look, you're right, Lauren.
Boys.
The next one, and there's a bit of an issue there because Rach isn't at my Rach isn't at work today. But the Insta is going to be all girls, so we're going to have
There you go. Awesome.
Rachie and Lily and Miranda are all going to be doing the Insta. But this
That's
morning,
exciting.
it's not so much
Very
about.
exciting.
It's really not a gender choice. It's just about who's
Yeah,
available
who
to
was
do
here
what.
at the time.
Who's not doing something. Happy Rugby League Day, Dave.
Oh yeah, the Happy Rugby League.
G'day, Sean in Ohio.
G'day.
Give us your best g'day, mate, Nick.
G'day, mate.
G'day,
What's going
mate. How
on?
you going? How you going?
It sounds so forced when you say it.
How you going?
Yeah, because I'm like standing next to you.
There's this great thing Australians do when they have a thick Australian accent. They really don't pronounce any of the syllables.
Any of the letters in
So
any
how
of
are
it.
you going? Would be,
Yeah, mate.
how you going?
How you going?
How you going? You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the hard to be on. Yeah, that's it.
Robin
Yeah,
Banks. We've got someone watching us called Robin Banks.
You ain't going
Didn't you know?
That's not
Robin
my
Banks?
Robin Banks, is it? I went to law school with a girl called Robin Banks. It was the best name for a lawyer I've ever
I was
come
going to
across.
say that's an exceptional
What a
name. for someone
great name
at
for a
law
lawyer. She was actually a very good lawyer too. Went on to do some really interesting, worthwhile stuff. G'day Ken. G'day Jadeli.
There's some tricky names on this sometimes. Hey,
We do use different cameras. You'll see this one is in landscape,
yeah, it's a big one.
Done.
which is a kind of a better format for YouTube, but on Facebook,
See, you can see my head all the way up here.
the portrait seems to work the best for the algorithm and the platform. So we do swap it around a bit. Why do you only put citric acid in the white?
Because we're going to stretch it. The citric acid doesn't actually break down, so it will change the texture of things a bit. If you put it in these clear ones, you actually get kind of a granular look to it, which we don't want. We want them to stay really nice and glassy.
There's a few people who've just joined us there, Cooper. Do you want to explain to everyone what we're making?
We're making a G'day Lolly for our Australia mix. It's going to be lily pilly flavour, or it is lily pilly flavour I should say. Just got to cool everything down to about 80, maybe 90 degrees Celsius, at which point this candy that's really runny at the moment will behave kind of like a Play-Doh or a plasticine or modelling clay, something like that. We'll sculpt the word G'day, which is a classic Australian greeting.
Why?
A tasteful Australiana for you.
Why is Angela Horn saying we had quite the party last weekend?
We did have quite the party last weekend.
have
She
quite
bought
the
us like
party.
way too many pizzas for like 3 or 4
Oh, the
people.
party. Was that Angela bought
Yeah, it
it?
was Angela. It was
Oh.
lovely. There we had a lot of
What a
pizza that day.
sweetheart.
And then about an hour later, someone called Susan also bought us pizzas and they showed up.
Sandy's just said our sound is off. I don't think our sound is off. I'm pretty sure. No. The sound's definitely on. I think it might be your sound, man.
Just close YouTube and
No,
reopen
they
it or
received the
something
last
like
name
that.
by marriage.
The old turn it off and turn it on thing.
Who's married? Are you married? to?
Robin Banks. No, she was just saying she's not the Robin Banks I know, but it's such a great name.
It is such a great name.
Particularly if you're in law enforcement, if you're a cop. What a great name for a cop.
Or a criminal.
Or a criminal.
Great name for a criminal.
Have you been following the story of all the criminals who downloaded the encrypted
how
app?
funny was that?
But it was an encrypted app designed by the FBI.
Yeah.
So-
it had like a really obviously thing name too, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it
It
was
was like stupidly obvious.
How are you ladies today? Just so you're aware,
Drug trafficking
this has
thing, right?
quite a wide angle. We're live stream on YouTube. If you're hiding from the police or you have an outstanding warrant or AVOs against you or something, if you do stand here, you might get seen in profile. If you're not concerned, don't worry about it. But if you are, I'm just letting you know.
So anyway, there was this app that heaps of people were using to sell drugs.
What was it
and move
called?
drugs.
Because it had a great name.
It was something that sounded like it was set up by the FBI.
like crim messaging or
Yeah,
something.
something like that, but it's apparently like encrypted. But all of these messages were going back and forth through it, and because they thought it was encrypted, they were using their real names and real addresses and
They
stuff.
were just talking about cocaine and
They're
talking
just
about drugs.
Yeah.
No codes
like,
or
all
anything
just
like
like blatant.
Jeez.
Anyway, so it turns out it's this encrypted platform developed by the FBI or whatever, and they busted like hundreds
of
drug
people.
runners.
And it was being distributed by like criminals themselves who were making money on the distribution of it to
Yeah.
other criminals. And one of them, there's this very famous Australian guy who's hiding out in Turkey. Hakim Mayak. Is that his name? Hakim Mayak?
That sounds right.
Sounds about right. Anyway, that was one of my favourite stories this week.
That was actually quite entertaining.
Yeah. But you kind of like, it'd be good to see the
I
transcripts.
can't remember the name of the app though, because the name of the app is what makes it funny. Because like it's Wicker obviously, but it's like a Wicker, but it's not like
Tina Sloan, where are the girls today? They're actually upstairs at the moment, but they will be down to do the Instagram this afternoon. It'll be all girls on Insta.
No, I think they use it here as well. It's like an international. It's been busted all over the world.
Unskilled says, hi Nick, hi Cooper.
G'day, Unskilled.
G'day London, g'day Oklahoma.
London,
They are actually
Ontario,
beautiful
London,
colours.
UK.
These are traditionally the sticky colours.
We use these a lot. Most of the pillows in our mixers seem to be these colours.
If you look at our bag too, these are the colours. These are the traditional sticky colours. The
closely
pink and the
colour
orange.
matched when it's thinned out. See how we went. I wasn't really thinking about it at the time.
I am kind of talking to this camera, but if you have questions for the boys, please feel free to ask. They love talking about themselves.
I'll talk about just about anything, I reckon.
They are about to move off this table, so I'm going to just turn the comments off for a moment. I'm going to grab this camera. I'm really gently, with my gentle hands, so that people don't get too weirded out. We're going to go right to here. And here, I think that looks about right. So you get to see everything.
What's up? You still see me?
Sticky Nicky's beautiful face.
Hi, what's up? How you going?
Stretch, don't lie to these lovely people, Dave.
There is a rumour going around that Nick has been sacked.
Sarcasm is a
I would
foreign
just,
language to a lot
I
of
would
people,
just
I
like
think.
to say that human resources and personnel issues at Sticky are not public. We are reviewing this case.
Does that mean...
I've contacted human resources.
I contacted human
I call
resources.
HR, but I have gloves on.
Yeah, it's under review. Can I just say it's under review? I make no promises.
I actually had an HR complaint the other day.
Really?
That- it's called a nom.
Rachel sent one through.
It's called a nom. The app.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Like
A non.
a nom. Imagine like.
A nom.
Yeah, and you can say whatever you like, mate, because they don't know.
They don't know, yeah. Use your real address and your real name. Oh, you want my birth certificate? Yeah, sweet. Upload your birth certificate to become a member of the thing.
Really?
No. I don't have the app. I couldn't tell you.
Dave, are you watching the Euro football?
Yeah.
No, I prefer real sports like rugby league, to be honest. Nick over there is a fan of the soccer.
Rugby league.
Football, you mean?
Rugby
Soccer.
league.
Football?
They're all football.
Think about where you are, mate.
They're all football. That one's soccer. AFL is football, but that's AFL.
AFL's a really impressive sport,
Like,
actually.
look,
The physicality.
It is my
of
favourite thing about like soccer fans is they get really
Riling
offended if
them
you
up.
call
No,
something
I'm
else.
not hugely upset that everything's
I can
called
see that you
football,
are, though.
because
You're
I know what
pretending
I'm
not
talking
to.
about when I call it football. But
get
how
real.
can you call something a game that like primarily uses hands football?
No, if you're playing rugby league, you're using your feet all the time. In fact, that's what you do. You run on them, you kick with them, you put the boot into other guys' heads with them,
Yeah, you stomp people's faces with
stomp, stomp on
them.
hands,
The back of the neck and things
back
like
of the
that.
neck. Yeah, it's football. That's what feet are for.
You got to roll it out of your. What in there?
Hi, lovely Cooper. Melanie wants a g'day, Coop.
Oh, g'day. You get a g'day free of charge.
A few more people have just joined us, so could you maybe just, once again, what are we making?
Yeah, we're making a g'day lolly this morning, guys. It's a lily pilly flavour, which is one of our best native Australian flavours. I think we've come to the decision between myself and Dave.
G'day, mate.
We'll say g'day. I mean, I
G'day.
put Nick on the texting side. He's also stretched though, so I don't know if he's texting.
Have you got a
I
favourite?
think you should text because I don't think I'm allowed to anymore.
Oh yeah?
Have you got a favourite
Text redundancy.
Australianism, a slang?
Not a live stream appropriate one.
Fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum is a pretty good one.
I still use fair dinkum. It's a bit anachronistic.
It's a bit dated, I think. These
It is
days,
a bit.
the
Yeah,
old
but
thing.
fair
It's
dinkum. It's
definitely a
good.
classic Australianism.
Like the handshake. Whoa.
So how are you going to work this?
Yeah,
Who's making the
everyone's
letters?
Anti-handshake.
Everyone's oh, I had the words and now they've gone. Since COVID hit, everyone's like, it's the death of the handshake.
Thank you, Stacey J.
Nah.
in the UK.
was
Rugby
like,
league
no,
is
no,
the
it's not.
greatest game of all. I'm a West Tigers
Yeah.
supporter,
How can I judge someone?
which has been a terrible experience for the last few years, but it's pretty good at the moment.
I understand. If it's not someone you know or something like that, it's like peak like it is now.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't be shaking a stranger's hand in the street at the moment.
No, not at all.
If it's someone you know.
Oh, there's someone on your side here, Nick, saying that only soccer is football.
Yeah.
One
but that's
person out of
insane.
thousands, Classic.
Soccer's soccer, rugby league's rugby league, AFL's AFL. American, what is it? NFL is
NFL is NFL.
NFL, but they're all football.
It's not like hockey or something.
Not like hockey, that's not football.
James, feet, that's got a
Or
stick.
darts, that's not
Darts,
football.
That's not football.
Cricket's not football.
Hey,
Darts
well
is-
be football.
Darts is a real sport.
You run on your feet in cricket, Dave. You stand on them the whole time. Why isn't it football?
Do Australians celebrate Juneteenth? What's Juneteenth? What's a Juneteenth?
I have no idea. I've never heard of
June
it.
16th.
I'm going to go ahead and say
June
no.
is the 6th month, the 16th, Juneteenth. I have
That-
no idea what that
sounds
means.
like
So I guess that's a no.
Party. But I don't know, we love an excuse to have a party. If you could fill us in on what Juneteenth is, I'd be very interested in having another public holiday.
Sarah Lewis,
Yeah.
I went to the doctor and tested positive for Sticky Nicky's #1 fan. She's going to be
Does it burn?
devastated.
Yeah, you know Sarah opened 5?
She's going to be devastated next week. Oh no, Sarah.
I've been given until next
I
Friday.
hear that comes with a rap check.
Oh, that's rough. That just hurt.
Yeah, I didn't say where.
Juneteenth is the
You're
end
doing
of
that
slavery, Paddy Lloyd. Okay, is that in the
Okay.
States
I
or is
never
that
said where either.
worldwide? The end of slavery in the US. Okay, thank you, Stargirl.
Yeah, I said it's rough. Russian, you're
Well,
on.
no, it's not an Australian traditional
Still
Australian
yikes.
celebration, but what a great thing to celebrate, man.
It was a really cool thing. So,
Sorry, what? I wasn't listening.
No, Juneteenth is when they celebrate the end of slavery in the United States.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a really cool cause to celebrate.
Yeah.
It's a really great thing to celebrate. No, it's not something that's traditionally celebrated in Australia. The way we treated our Indigenous population was horrendous.
We
It was
have
never
enough-
officially
It is
acknowledged
horrendous.
as slavery, although there were elements of that.
The way we treat like anyone who's not like quote unquote Australian is horrendous.
Yes, we have certainly have had our historical issues around race, and we still do. But slaves were not really imported into Australia, although the way we treated it, our Aboriginal population was occasionally quite similar to that. Oh, nice. Look at all those red, white and blue flags. Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth if that's a thing for you where you are. AFL's Australian rules. AFL. Yeah, I know AFL. No, AFL is Australian rules.
I quite like watching the AFL I've discovered recently.
Do you know why they invented AFL?
No.
For the cricketers to keep fit in winter.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that like an actual fact, or
Yeah.
like you just put the records?
No, because the cricketers were playing cricket in summer and they had nothing, like in Victoria.
That explains the round pitch and everything.
And cricketers are generally too soft to play a real sport like rugby league, so they invented AFL. The aerial ballet.
It explains like the round pitch and things like that too then.
Yep,
Makes a lot of
because they were
sense.
playing on
a
cricket
pitch.
ovals. Yep.
Yeah, that's why cricket pitches
No
like the
tackling on-
SCG.
no tackling on the cricket
AFL
pitch.
ground.
What is lily pilly? Is it a fruit?
I believe it's a little red berry.
It's a
Yeah.
little thing. It's a
There's a
little
letter
thing.
G. You guys playing along in store? You guys playing along at home?
Also, I got a special
You're
hat
quite
on.
right, Deirdre. Don't want to
Oh.
get too involved in that conversation, but you're quite right. There is a human trafficking and slavery is a massive problem throughout the world still. It's not over, but there is something worth celebrating about the end of formal slavery in the United States and the emancipation of people of African American background. Have we done Harry Potter? We don't
No.
do Harry Potter, but we do a wizard mix.
Which
We
is
actually did it last
loosely
weekend.
based on novels by a certain woman. Loosely is the key. There's nothing in there that's incriminating in a legal sense.
Inspired by the works of J.K. Rowling.
He's an incredible writer.
Controversial figure, incredible writer, taught an entire generation of kids the love of reading. More than one generation now, I guess.
Yeah, definitely more than one.
Come to Canada, lovely Cooper.
I'd very much like to go to Canada.
That's the best offer you've had in ages.
You know where it's like, I'm not going to go into details, but send us this.
Did you hear back about the guns?
Nothing yet.
Oh, man.
It's one of those things though, like we may not hear till 3 days before we're supposed to go.
Hey Blackwood Hoods, I'm pretty good, man. I was in a bad mood this morning, but I'm actually pretty good now.
Apostrophe. Not going to hold that one up. That's an apostrophe.
You've just joined us.
Thing.
They're making g'day. For our Aussie mix, we do an Aussie mix, which is mostly native Australian flavours. Lily pilly, kakadu plum.
Not native Australian, classic Australian. Am I doubling you?
There's a pineapple and lime, which is not a native flavour, but classic Australian flavour. What are the lollies in the bags behind the boys?
Two of them are part of our Australia mix. We've got one that says Australia and one that says mate. We actually made Miranda make letters on the last. Was that yesterday? 2 days ago.
Wednesday.
2 days ago.
Yeah, Wednesday.
And then we've got the pillow for the Aussie mix, and we've got the little emoji one that these guys made earlier. The mighty boss man and Nick himself.
Yeah.
It actually turned out really good. I'm super impressed by that.
Yeah, we did a
reason
crazy emoji face
You guys
this morning.
nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Nick did all right. Almost ashamed to have to sack him. Can I just say, it is under review, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Go on to video wrap.
Contrary to popular belief, I don't like sacking people.
I don't think anyone likes sacking people.
Thanks, Leash.
It's a very awkward kind of.
I've never been very good at it.
Yeah, you're actually honestly not. Yeah.
Thank you,
Speaking
Jennifer.
of experience.
Kathy, what I think if Cooper was describing the lollies and you didn't understand a word he said, it's because he speaks in what's called Bogan.
I think you might it's called Australian, mate.
I think it's called Australian, mate. Australian. So behind him there's an emoji lolly. There was a pillow we made for the Aussie mix. There's one that says mate. In fact, Miranda's work. Is that
Yeah,
Miranda's
it's
work?
actually really tidy. I'd show you on the thing, we've only got little pieces.
Miranda has been learning to make letters. She's going to show her skills this afternoon on the Insta. The girls are all going to do the Insta.
Yeah, she smashed the letters, it's fine.
A rugby league mix. I'd do a rugby league mix if it just had Tigers lollies in it. And maybe New South Wales.
Well, we already made the tiger. Just put it in there with a rugby ball and we'll be...
Tiger and candy.
Chuck it in there with a footy and we'll be good.
Donald Trump did like to say you're fired. He seemed to enjoy saying it. And there was that English guy who did the English version too of The Apprentice.
We had an Aussie version too,
Sugar?
didn't we?
Someone sugar? Hey?
We had an Aussie version too, didn't we?
Did we?
Pretty sure we did.
Was that
Little
Mark
D.
Boris or something like that?
Little D.
Some lame. G'day,
Piece of
Wisconsin.
The dashing, daring, delightful.
What are the girls making on Instagram? I think they were going to make...
Defy, yeah.
What were the girls going to make on Insta? I think they
They're
were...
making
It says emoji.
Another
according to the list.
emoji. They're going to choose an emoji to make and they're going to make something they've never made before. Lily's just waiting for her face to get back to normal.
She looks
She'll be
like
fine.
she did.
Honestly, I couldn't tell. I couldn't see it.
No, her lip was definitely.
Alan Sugar, thank you, Lily Rose Lenton.
That's the one.
118 in Phoenix today. 118, that's like 42 or something like that.
That sounds great.
That's
If it
real
was
hot.
Phoenix, I feel like it'd be nice to go.
It'd be dry though. It wouldn't be that humid Sydney heat. It'd be. How are you guys today? Just so you're aware, if you're here, you may get caught in the. If it doesn't bother you, this is YouTube. So if you have an issue with that, please let me know and I'll maybe adjust.
Kids are just saying that seems all over TikTok.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Well, we're live streaming on YouTube at the moment. This is Cooper. This is Nick. If you've got any questions,
G'day guys.
we're making a lolly that says "G'day."
Oh yeah.
So cool.
Said it.
Very cool.
Where are you guys from? Are you locals or are you?
No, Victoria.
Oh, really?
Not Melbourne.
Not
4
Melbourne.
hours from Melbourne.
Border of Victoria or something.
Do you find walking around? You have to say that all the time.
Right.
Oh, no,
Where
no.
are you from? I can't tell you.
Well, we've got our own at the moment.
Melbourne doesn't usually say Melbourne anyway. They want to be very specific.
I think someone.
Specifically next to the Flinders. Here we go, whatever
Well,
that.
we're right from the coast.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Is someone really getting fired and why? Look, there are rumours, but we're not going to confirm them one way or the other. There are some HR issues going on in the store at the moment. It's under review. There's a lot of butt kissing. Maybe not quite enough. Could more butt kissing maybe might help.
More beers involved.
Some beers, yeah.
Some beer
Alright, let's
Depends
go
how-
get a
depends
beer
how many
after
beers
work.
turn up.
Far out.
Depends how many beers turn up at the end of the day today.
It's easy. Anytime I've been mucking around at work for way too long, I just
And Lily's here today.
Okay,
She's
it's
just
like,
upstairs. She'll be down doing the Insta this afternoon.
And then somehow
We're just managing some stuff today. It's a little bit tricky today for a particular reason, but it's not relevant. Any stained glass lollies coming up soon? Not this weekend.
Next weekend, though.
This weekend is emojis.
next weekend.
Australia.
Yeah, we're gonna do my shorts on Friday.
Oh, oh, we're starting that crew mix again. That's right.
Yeah.
Your last
That's a
lolly.
really good mix.
Your last lolly. Are we doing the shorts? Are we?
You have to teach someone how to do it. Am I doing it with you? No.
That's what you're doing.
Thank you, Lauren.
Oh no, me.
Lauren's worked it out.
Someone.
I think Nick's questionable hairstyles might be grounds for sacking. I didn't think anyone would pick it, but she has. She's nailed it.
Wow. And you work next to Cooper every day.
Yeah, but mine's glorious. You ever seen this
Kissing
thing?
is a whole other HR issue. Kissing, it is. She did have an allergic reaction to something, but just a small one. She ate some stone fruit.
I have squished it a little bit. There's your A.
Letter A.
I have already unconsciously.
If you're wondering what they're
started
doing, they're making g'day. If you haven't seen someone make lettered rock before, that's what they're doing. They've only got one more letter to make. They've made G apostrophe,
We go G'day.
a very important part of the word g'day. If you say word, it's a conjunction, I think.
It's, yeah, conjunction, contraction.
Conjunction, contraction, conjunction. No, contraction is shortening.
Yeah.
Conjunction, I think, is where you put two words
Like
together into
there,
a single
it's a
word.
contraction.
So
So it would
g'day.
technically be a contraction, right?
And then they are.
Yeah. It's the same as G'day, yeah.
Does Cooper have an Instagram?
Yes. Very simple. It's just my name and a 95. If that doesn't clue you in as to how old I am.
Am I watching any new sci-fi? No, but I am reading some great sci-fi at the moment.
68 actually.
68.
The Expanse
68.
series,
Born and bred.
which apparently is a TV show as well, The Expanse, which I tried to watch and didn't get into, but the books are amazing.
What movie is this?
No, I'm reading a book series called The Expanse.
Oh,
First
yeah?
one's called Leviathan Wakes.
Yeah.
I'm now reading Caliban's War. But it's, I tried watching the TV show on Amazon, but
Just not
good?
Not quite there.
it,
I find that happens quite a lot.
it didn't start the way it should have started. I think if it had started the way the books start, I would have been really into it, but it didn't.
Well, I've found that with quite a few books that I've read and then they turn into film.
It is a contraction, thank you. I said, g'day, like the g'day, William, how are you, mate? G'day, mates. How you going? How are you? How the bloody hell are you?
It wasn't that as terrible, lad.
Would you do a Star Trek theme, Lolly? Yes. Yes.
It's legal.
Star Trek. We did do a Star Wars once, but once again, copyright issues. We're wary about things like that.
When we did that, it wasn't even owned by Disney, so.
Daddy
Owned
Dave.
by Lucasfilms.
Daddy Dave, give me a movie suggestion to watch this weekend.
Daddy Dave.
I don't know if I like
Yikes.
it. I don't know if I hate it. But
I don't know.
Daddy Dave.
As one of your children, I'm against it.
Chrome Daddy. A movie suggestion. It depends what sort of genre you're looking for.
Yeah, that's a big call.
I have seen now a couple of times. I'm a big fan of a recent movie called Nobody with Bob Odenkirk. If you're looking for a great film made by the guys who made John Wick. In fact,
that's right. I forgot about the guys who John Wick.
If that sort of gives you any indication of what it might be
I was
like.
watching something in that. Bob Odenkirk put a lot of work into that movie.
John Wick.
Mate, he is
Yeah, no.
fantastic.
In Nobody.
It's hard to imagine him as an action star, but he nails it. He's perfect.
There you go.
I'll tell you what I'm still excited for. Is the Ghost of Tsushima movie by the guy that did John Wick. That's going to be so good.
That's going to be years before it comes out.
At least 2, I reckon. At least 2. My guys haven't gotten a call about any stunts for it yet, so I assume it'll be released.
All I can think about in terms of movies is June at the moment. I'm hanging out
When
for
does that
June.
come out? It feels like it's been coming out for years.
It has. Well, they keep delaying it. It's like Top Gun 2. They get you all excited. Top Gun 2's coming. Top Gun 2's coming.
Has
They make you
Top Gun
wait.
2 come out?
No. Do you think?
Thank
Would we
God.
not have been talking about it for weeks if Top Gun 2 had come out? Mate, there'd be no other
Look like a
topic.
dead horse by now, we'll be out of here.
There'd be no other topic of
We'd be quitting,
conversation.
not being fired.
Yeah, exactly.
Philip says nobody was awesome. Michelle says nobody was amazing. It was. There's one scene on a bus that it's worth watching several times if you can. If you pirate a copy, no, you don't. Of course, you don't pirate anything. No one would do that. But if you can get a recording copy of Nobody. Lil's got it on. No, I didn't say that. No, she hasn't.
It's some sort of illegal thing.
No, I didn't say that.
So there's the letter C for g'day, or the letter U for
How do I
g'day,
feel about
or
Cooper
the
being
letter
my
Y
son?
for g'day.
Thanks for coming in, guys. Have a great afternoon,
Guys, have a good day.
Hi guys, how are you? You're welcome to come in if you like. Doesn't mean to keep you out. Please come in a bit close and talk to the guys. How are you today?
Favorite little friend.
Was that your favourite little man?
Hello.
Hello, yes, hello to Greg.
No, he's eating his shit sandwich.
Yeah.
He's going to be one.
Have you got a cheese sandwich for me? Where's my cheese sandwich?
Oh, okay.
You got my vote, little.
We are just live on YouTube at the moment, so I'm kind of talking to people on the stream. But welcome.
Haley's going to get yummy, get yummy.
How have you guys been?
Good.
Yeah? We've got some weirdos in the shop, some super weirdos have come to visit us. Hello. Look at all your dinosaurs. He's cool.
Dorothy.
Oh, it is Dorothy, of course it
I'm not
is.
Dorothy.
Dave, you can't sack Nicky. Well, interestingly enough, I actually can.
Yeah.
Crazy
Trying
what
to
you
come
can do
to
when
the-
you're in charge.
What have you
Yeah.
done this time, Nick?
Wait,
I couldn't make a face.
You couldn't correctly make this little emoji face. We've still got it up. So this has been Nick's demise, unfortunately. This one
You're
here.
getting sacked for that.
Couldn't recreate that with his own
well,
head.
I wouldn't
Well,
say
maybe.
just for that. It was like that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
It was a real little straw, admittedly.
It was a really
but
little straw.
All it takes is like a gust of
coming
wind
for a
sometimes
long
and it's out.
time.
So,
Top Gun 2 releasing November 19 in Canada. I'm sure it'll be worldwide. I'm excited.
He's staring at you.
Not as excited as June. Who's your favourite? Cooper.
No.
Oh, me.
You're like favorite. He hears your voice and he's like,
Yeah, you FaceTimed him and everything. He loves you.
Oh, look at that face. Am I better looking in person or on the little screen? Ah, he's going all shy.
I think that smirk means on the YouTube. I think that applies to all of us with that little beauty filter.
R.I.P. Sticky Nicky. I think that says it all.
I think the letters you're looking for
Poor
are
Nick.
R-E-K-T.
Yeah.
Everyone's feeling very sorry for you.
I
You've
know.
only got yourself to blame, and everyone's like, oh, poor Nick.
God, imagine not having to work with this dinosaur anymore.
I know. I'm gonna have a great time.
There's no like life.
When are we doing
Eyes.
dolphins? Not this weekend.
There's no chrome dome.
I've never made a dolphin.
I never made a dolphin.
We should do a dolphin. How have you guys been?
We should do a dolphin flipping through a
not
ring.
too bad. Surviving Victorian lockdown.
Right. How long are you in Sydney for?
I'm up
Have to make
until,
it
Mum's
even
only up
more.
until
Yeah.
Tuesday and I'm up until the
So they
28th.
can nail some detail what's happening.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Surviving this crazy world we live in right now.
Well, we seem to have a few cases going around in Sydney at the moment, so we might
Not
be...
again.
No,
It
yeah,
happened
no,
in
no.
December when I was up here and I was like, wait, it's not
See, but we're lucky. We live in regional Victoria.
Yeah, we just had the last
Yeah.
guys that were here were regional Victoria as well.
We can actually leave the state until like our floor metro.
Is it? Still too wide.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Tony Croc. We love Sticky Nicky. He's the second best. Lily's number one. I hate to have to dump you from the stream so unceremoniously.
Ooh, it sucks to be blocked.
Oh, sucks to be blocked.
Sucks to suck.
Oh dear.
Wait, who's being blocked?
Someone that said Tony wasn't
Tony
the best.
Croft, who has relegated me to at best third favourite. At
Third
best.
favourite.
Well, he's put Nick and Lily at the top.
Shameful bronze, that is.
You're putting kids on side.
Yeah.
We haven't done a manatee, but we have done a dugong, which is very much like a manatee.
Yeah.
It's not even
It's
sound.
the Australian version.
Yeah, but
It's the Australian version of the manatee. Seek out absolutely beautiful animals.
Where's the other bit coming from?
Sunday is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Round. Yeah, lollies back.
No.
Oh, and that made you terrible, did it?
All the, see, that's what you want to say. All the Sticky Crews are favourites. All of them. It's a bit quieter than last time you were in the shop, huh?
Yeah.
So people.
No. Mama's watching.
How many people
Mama
work?
is watching from work.
How many people work at the shop every day? Generally between 4 and 6. It depends. Or
Depends on
7
the day.
on live stream days, and then
Yeah, or even then, depends on the live stream.
and restock days and things like that. It depends a little bit.
With us today.
Next week it'll be 5.
Yeah, Cooper does actually does do a good mop. It's a good question though. Who's going to be the new
I've already appointed
floor
Ian.
director?
Oh, there you go.
Ian, you've made
Ian.
Ian.
Appointed Ian, so there you
Okay.
go.
Well, no one's going to argue with that.
Yeah. God, imagine if I had to do less work.
What about was Miranda in the running? Surely as the
No,
new.
I don't think we've made a mop.
No.
Made her make lettuce, made her extrude, made her
haven't made a
feed.
mop yet.
Haven't made a mop yet.
No.
She's usually cleaning something else when we start mopping, and I'm.
Yeah, in between the
Sweet.
last live, I gave Ian a text on his weekend being like, "You're the new floor manager of Midfield."
Dave, please keep Nick. He is a hard worker, and we all love him. And watching Nick.
Hard worker.
Not likely.
Who have you been watching?
It's weird how the internet can distort reality. So
Yeah.
All he's done
perfect.
so far is Space G'day.
look, nothing has been set in stone. It is under review. The HR committee will be meeting this week.
Take it to instant replay.
Happy early Father's Day day. I don't think it's Father's Day here.
No, ours is September or something?
Is it? Except that every day is Father's Day, really.
Nah.
It's just always such a joy to be a
Always
father.
work being a dad, isn't it?
I heard this great thing once that's actually stayed with me. That was 90% of being a dad is just turning up.
Just turning up.
It's just turning up. And the other 10% is where you be a good dad, but just turning up is the main. And a lot of people don't do it, so it kind of makes sense to me.
Just beat it.
Yeah, it's just like parents in general. Just
Would you hold it up so people can, because you can, we can kind of read that. So what they're making, if you're a little bit late, is they're making g'day.
g'day.
And what they've done is make each of the 4 letters and the apostrophe in 3 dimensions, so that when you take cross sections of what they've made, each individual little lolly will say g'day.
So much orange.
Yeah, I think Father's Day here is sometime in September, so
Yeah, I think
I
it's
appreciate
like the
the
second
good
Sunday of
wishes.
September or something. It's not a weird like that. It's one of those moving holidays like Mother's Day.
And Easter.
So they're actually finished all the hard work. All they've got to do is the last little bits. They're going to put the casing on the outside. It is lily pilly flavour, if you're wondering what the flavour is. And this pink and orange kind of work together so well. It's our corporate colours, really.
Good old 10.
Yeah, why not? Yes, I am.
How are you guys today? You well? You are welcome to come in, please. We're on YouTube right now. Would you like to? Yeah, well, if you stand where this lovely young lady is standing, you will actually be. You'll find yourself in YouTube. Go and watch yourself at home if you. Okay.
On YouTube.
On the mighty.
Yeah. Well, welcome in your store. We're so much better looking in person. Sorry? We do. But I don't think we have any. But we do. Yeah, that's us. We do, it's how we've managed to survive COVID as a business, is live streaming on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. Yes, well it was, I'd love to say it was genius, but it was more desperation than anything else. That's how it is. Yeah, inspiration comes from just necessity sometimes. You guys don't have to leave, you've got 10, we can have 10.
No, he's got to get his bum changed.
Got to get his bum changed. He's changing his bum.
Yeah.
Do something else.
Take another step backwards. I must admit, I am.
I don't think anyone's particularly concerned.
Oh yeah, it's really
Hello. How are you?
You'll see us.
Yes. Everything, if it's like this and it says choc filled, coffee's alright. But if it's like this and it says choc filled, I would stay away from that. Everything else is 100%. Is there anything else? No, butterscotch because it has real butter in it.
I can have butter.
Well, then,
without knowing anything about celiacs, except that you can't.
we just, those are the only ones we say to be
Everything's
careful of.
gluten-free.
Everything else is.
I mean, I'm assuming your ingredients.
Absolutely, they are. You're welcome to check them out. But we've had some guys working here in Lollies hand over this, so they are gluten-free, 100% gluten-free. Constant bullying against Nick. Kimberly, please understand the Australian sentiment. Does Nick look upset? Are you upset, Nick?
No, I'm not upset.
There's no bullying. There's
I'm
no
being
bullying.
fired. I'm just having a great time.
Please understand, it's about laughing at work, and maybe the Australian sense of humour is a little bit.
I'm just singing Dreams by Van Hagar.
All by myself.
Just sing Dreams by Van Hagar, but so high over fire.
YouTube at the moment.
We are. If you want to see, can you see that? So if you stand there, if you stand there, you'll be in it. It'll be recorded and left on YouTube, so you can go home. So move up to there. Then if you wave at the camera, go. Hey,
Am I
well.
also experienced because they've done everything else?
What I'm going to do.
You know what? Since you said that, absolutely.
Someone's posted a picture of their dog doing the emoji. My face. I like it. I can't check it out now, but I will check it out.
Steady.
Because I'm looking at my phone and reading the comments. It's the only way it works.
So on stream, don't say words like that.
Don't wanna be all by myself.
You're right. Too special for that.
Yeah, right.
I have. We've actually talked about it and done things about it in the past on the lives. I am very anti-bullying. Bullying is a terrible way. We do not do that in this workplace. What we do in this workplace is what's called take the piss. And we try and have some fun, and we try and make some jokes. But if I thought for a moment that Nick was really being bullied, I would be down on that like a ton of bricks. Look at that face. Is that a face that gets bullied?
Absolutely.
Yes, yes it is.
Like this guy right here.
The only thing he's missing is my glasses. I can put them on.
Sorry?
Not sunny.
No, we don't like people who have any skills. We like to teach people from scratch. We have hired people who tell me they know how to make candy and they come in and we have to retrain them.
Tips you can see.
It's like how rednecks just
Try and get rid of a whole lot of bad habits. But having said that, no, we train from scratch. So Nick came here after high school.
21.
Cooper actually did come in with some skills when he joined us.
This seems like
Back in the
something
day?
I'd absolutely love to be working at, but somewhere that I
Is that the liquid?
might not be at the same time.
What's that like?
Well, I'll tell you the truth.
I'm tempted to eat
hot
the
sugar.
food I was preparing.
Free silver, 80 degrees, something like that. That's why it's still malleable. When it cools down to room temperature, it ends up really hard. Look good?
The weirdo reminds me, ever done the dog on the tucker box? No.
G'day, Mike.
That wouldn't be a bad one for the Australian mix.
Yeah, nice.
The Aussie mix, the dog on the tucker box. There are quite a few things you could choose for the Aussie mix.
It really does.
So you do. I like the fact that you live stream so people don't have to come here in order to experience Candymaking.
Yes, well, we had the issue in March last year when COVID first reared its ugly head, is that no one did come.
Oh.
This became the rocks because it's a tourist precinct, became a ghost town. So it was kind of, we sort of thought maybe we could take bits of what we do and live stream it and might maybe find an audience for it, and we kind of have, which has been really lovely. Like, such a community. Yes, buddy? The offcuts? Well, we either put it in a bag and give it away to someone who's in the store. If there's an order we're sending out in Australia that we can fit it in, we put it in that. And if you can entertain us, we'll give it to you.
Well,
Do you sing or dance, or
I literally just
you look
jumped.
like a funny guy? Do you tell jokes, or does he have a wicked sense of humour? Have a think about it. If you can tell us something that's YouTube appropriate, because I could tell 100 jokes, but none of them are YouTube appropriate.
We can whisper it to Dave now.
Question. What
Yeah.
most sour?
So, most sour,
I'm
acid
getting
drop.
acid drops because big fan
This
of
one.
smell.
There's 8 flavours in there. There's sour. If you don't get that, you have spun face. No,
Tell them what you think.
they're really sour.
I'm pretty good at handling sour.
So what I'm going to do, these guys are pulling this out. Nick's going to pull a big one before he forgets. And I'm going to take this camera and we're going to move down the other end. Don't get weirded out. Wherever you are in the world, in bed, on your couch, sitting at a desk, pretending to work.
Yeah, there's
Don't get weirded out.
Imagine pretending to work.
Give me a few tears for the camera, Nick. Show us how unhappy you really are.
This is why
I'm
you
so sad!
So sad.
What is it? Blink twice if you need help?
Blink twice if you need rescuing, yeah.
why
Oh,
you didn't make it in the night.
and look, there's Leash in the background. She's the one who needs help. We've got her chained to that desk over there.
I'm never late.
All right, so I'm going to move this to here. And I think. So, g'day. If you have just joined us, the boys are making g'day, little lollies that say g'day in the centre for our Aussie mix.
Alright.
Have you got a favourite Australianism? G'day, fair dinkum, fair suck of the south. Chuck a Yui.
How good's driving?
Stick your jumper in the boot. I remember when we were living in the States, one of Annabelle's friends was getting in the car and I said, stick your jumper in the boot. She looked at me like I was a...
What are you talking about?
The trunk.
No, put your jumper in the boot.
Yeah, put your sweater in the trunk.
Put your sweater in the trunk. Thanks, Miranda.
There you go.
Miranda's teaching me how to talk.
Excuse me, sir.
How does it feel when
Miranda's teaching me how to talk like a real human. Look at that awesome face.
You feel a bit better now?
Is that it? You've changed your bum? Changed your bum? It's what they're doing at the moment. They've made a lolly that says
The
today.
best I can just best way to
You're
describe
going to have
it
the letters. They'll cut one up in just a second. You can have a look. What I would suggest is if you go home and watch this YouTube video,
Yeah.
that you're
It
in.
does not have the consistency of it.
What flavor is it?
This one is a lily
It's Lily Pilly,
which is a
native Australian flavour.
Australian
Yeah.
flavour, a little red berry, I think.
You have a lily place, right?
These things hanging above, no, they're just like, no, not
Pardon?
yet. But if you like it, if you
Six
try it
upstairs.
and you really, really like it, you can make it Yeah, Marvellous Miranda. I think Marvellous Miranda is so much better than Moose Miranda.
Yeah, no, we have that effect on people.
Marvellous Miranda seems to be sticking.
Yeah.
Can I say Miranda's really happy about that because she's actually worried that Moose is going to stick. And she really...
What's the YouTube channel? Sticky lollies, I'm pretty sure. What's brown?
What you're making, thanks Holly. We're making a lolly that says g'day. It's pink and orange, it's lily pilly flavour. They're not far away from cutting one up, so you'll get to see what they've done.
Yeah, not too bad at all. We'll do a bit of organising.
I reckon, James, look at, she's got the shirt and everything. Oh, I love seeing people in the shirt. Maria's been following Sticky from day one. Holy moly, it's over a year now. That's like
I
14
can
months.
understand that. I had no idea this existed, but now I'm really upset that I do.
Well, it's never too late to join the Sticky family, mate. Never too late. I think Erin, yeah, look, Australians aren't very imaginative when it comes to nicknames, so
No, I think that's kind of the key, isn't it?
I like Marvellous Miranda, but it's still not. It's very long.
What did
An
you get?
Australian nickname.
All through school.
King.
King?
Kingy.
Yeah, I got Hilsey a
King.
lot.
Okay.
I got Hilsey a lot.
Hilsey.
Hilsey.
Hilsey, Kingy.
What do you want, Mr. Matt, your dog?
Yeah.
Mikey.
He was often just Mackie.
Mackie.
Mr. McNaughton. Oh, Mackie.
You either put an E or an O on the end of someone's name, and
Yeah.
that's usually the Australian nickname. What was yours, Nick?
Diaz.
Diaz. Because there would have been
That's even
Nicholas.
lamer.
There's like 3 Nicks or something.
Yeah. Well,
Millsy?
Michaels are all Powers and
Was it
Longy.
Millsy?
Diaz is part of my last name. So.
I'm late. Did Nick get fired? Look, there is a rumour that seems to be going around that Nick has been or is about to be fired.
I think it's the lack of understanding of sarcasm is the real killer
And
here.
look, it's
We've taken it to
discussion.
video ref, and so far nothing.
In all honesty, Nick has been about to get fired for about 12 months now.
For about 24 months now. How many minutes? 25 months?
I'd purchase a Wicked Things. How do you get a Wicked Things shirt, Chris?
We're actually working on the sales point my weekend, whatever that is, Monday.
Yeah, he'll let you know how to get one when you can get one. We should just stick a couple on the house.
Sell them through you.
Well, it's already there. I won't take any money. It'll just be another category on the.
Yeah, wicked things, but
Dave, I was going to say, technically you fired me last year. We went into COVID and I didn't have a job for like a week.
no, you were
That's not
down.
fired. That's being stood down. Yeah, that's completely different.
Same thing.
Nah,
That's not
incorrect.
firing, that's sort of happening. If you take
Yeah, no.
vacation-
This where I get rid of you for your attitude. That's a firing.
Yeah, for talking back.
Yeah, because you never
Macho Mara
Yeah, but when I do it, it's
Candy
funny.
Savage.
most of the time.
Am I wrong?
Miranda Panda.
Pandranda?
Your email is Miranda Panda.
Oh, no, don't tell people that.
Don't
now
tell
you're-
the world your email. You just gave the world your email.
Don't open anything with an attachment now.
So what flavor is this one?
Oh,
This
okay.
way, what did you think?
From
Did you get to try one?
No, I haven't even cut one up yet. I think
He's about to
that's
cut one up.
including.
This is Lily.
There you go.
Say I'm going to cut it out.
Lily
Oh, I was
Dilly.
waiting
It's
for
a
you to
native
just jump
Australian
in.
flavour. This lolly says g'day. It's part of our Australian mix. So we do a Lily Dilly. There's a Kakadu plum. There's
I'm
a,
excited. Try this lily.
it tastes a bit like creamy soda. You know, creamy soda.
Yes, I love cream soda.
Okay, that's actually
2.4
grenadine
seconds.
flavouring creamy soda. That's oh yeah, they're really good. Huh? It's the one really sour lolly we do, so we do try and make them sour. Dave, you should make a file with frequently asked questions. Frequently asked questions on lives. I don't know how I do a file for that, but there is a frequently asked
There is
questions
one on the website.
I love how it
Crazy
cracks
idea.
like glass,
And
but it
horrible
doesn't.
pitch. Go to the website, check it out.
Nick has been fired for months. He just keeps showing up.
Don't have the
I
heart.
wish that was true, but
Don't
for
have the
some
heart
reason
telling me stuff. Yeah.
I keep seeing his timesheet and I have to pay him. So obviously that's not true.
Maybe you just stop doing it or stop showing up. Try that.
Yeah, not paying him, just don't pay him anymore.
Okay, if I can get anyone that would like to try one to pop around the side for a kick,
All right,
and then I'll
so
give
he
you
just
guys
cuts
a
them
real
up.
good look.
He's going to show you what he's made. These
Just
are
gotta
the,
serve these guys first. Thank you. Heads out. Thanks, bro.
sister's name was Miranda, called her Randy Miranda. Just Miranda.
Lily Philly.
People are still coming up with nicknames. Someone was saying Randa or Randy.
Randa.
All my friends call me Randy.
Randy Miranda.
Terrible name.
Randy. Does that mean the same in Canada as
You
it
go
means
there,
here?
say good day. Mine has to go that way. I'm not sure for you guys on this camera.
What does it mean in Canada?
All the mystery.
Randy.
Julian, man. Randy.
No, I know, but does Randy have a meaning in Canada? No. Oh, that's your new nickname then, because it has a meaning here.
No, I know.
Ah,
It's not a great meeting.
that's a great meaning. It's not particularly public friendly, I suppose, but it's a great meaning. It is perfectly public friendly. You know what being Randy is? Okay. They know a whole lot of new words that we don't. Like yeet. They know what yeet is.
It basically just means throwing something freely.
Yeah, we're going to yeet.
Wow, you're really near the dictionary.
Randy does have a meaning. Apparently it's not in Canada.
Interesting.
It could, you've just never heard it used that way in Canada. Okay.
I think it's Mother's Coach first.
Joe J. Sand says in Canada it means the same thing.
It doesn't taste like real soda. It is cream
Well,
soda.
it does have, it's a good flavour, yeah.
It's an awesome flavor. I see why you guys use it.
Randy has questionable connotation. John, if you haven't heard that conversation, this one is Lily Pilly, which is a native Australian flavour, which the young gentleman next to me is actually telling me does taste a lot like creamy soda, if not exactly like creamy soda.
That's really good.
And if you don't know what creamy soda tastes like, it's actually the flavour of grenadine.
It's a red berry. Or it is here anyway.
It's a very Austin Powers word, Randy. Oh, what's he saying? Do I make you horny, baby?
Was that on TV last night or something as well? Spy Who Shagged Me?
Everyone's telling us that it means the word HORNY, but YouTube keeps hiding their comments. Apparently you can't use that word on YouTube. People swear on YouTube all the time. That's all they do. Rosie made me watch a Mr. Beast video the other day. Have you seen Mr. Beast?
No.
He's a YouTuber.
He uses way too much money.
Yes, I didn't quite understand it, but I got the feeling it was just because I was a bit old.
Yeah. I tend to agree with you on most things like that.
Candy-mda.
Candrander.
Mere candy. Yeah, baby. Candy Mandy. It'll come, it'll come. Why do I keep hearing Miranda, what have I missed? Miranda, come and show, can you show your face? Maria Basile, maybe, you have been here for a while, but maybe you have not met the newest member of our team. The very lovely, the very randy Miranda, standing there in the middle. Can't say that? Okay, I take that back. She's really lovely. She's Canadian. She's been with us 2 weeks now, Miranda? 4. What?
Yeah, it happened real fast.
What?
Phil Leach has been with us almost a year.
I know, she was saying that this morning. It feels like 3 months or something. This is your 4th week, the end of your 4th week. Holy moly. Wow. We can't even call you a newbie anymore. You're like
Yeah, you're almost at the end of basics, man.
well,
Yeah,
the good news is that we have a senior position coming up now. Nick's been sacked, and you can also have his. He might not have told you, but his role before now is director of floors, like mopping. So you can have that. You can take that role as well if you like.
Sweeping and mopping.
Sweeping and mopping.
Sweeping and
It
mopping.
Not
doesn't
just
come with a pay rise or a bonus. It doesn't come with any perks other than you have to
You've got a joke to win the Oscar. Go on.
So you're getting it.
It's a highly coveted role.
What's brown and sticky? See, it's a good joke, but I've heard it about 1 billion times. What is brown and sticky? A stick. You got a joke? Okay. The past, present, and future walked into a room. It was said.
That's awful.
That is. I feel like that's a joke I could have told myself. That's such that.
What was it?
But he gets a prize. Can I have that bit of candy there, Stu? No, that one. Yeah, and the one like it just there. You get that? Yeah, and the other one like it. We'll give to you. Yes, you can. Hey, Miranda, can we make a bag of this G'day lollies for this gentleman here? Could you give the boys a pink bag?
Yeah.
We actually know.
Thought we decided Ian got to do the floors now. We might have a floor off, see which one of them's
Ian was not
Did you come into the floors today? Was it sticky? I don't think so.
Did you do them last night, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course we did. It was Thursday, bro. We do all the cleaning on Thursdays.
Mop the floors once a year, whether they need it or not.
Once a year, yeah.
That's where Sticky got its name.
He's where Sticky got its name. Who's the owner of the restaurants?
Sorry.
Shop. My wife is the owner. I just working. And Westpac owns a little bit as well.
Westpac and your wife, powerful combinations.
Westpac and my wife working together, taking Australia in directions it's never been before. Ian does the floors and Cooper does the lollipops. Yep, Cooper's in charge of the lollipops. That's why there are none.
Because Cooper loves making them so much.
Everyone loves making lollipops. It's such a joy.
I already made one.
Here's a lollipop.
That's what I prepared earlier.
How have you guys been anyway? Everything down in Victoria is going okay?
Yeah, we're getting there.
You're getting there, yeah.
I'm enjoying my holiday.
Yeah, well, Sydney's actually, it was so cold here last week, but it's actually pretty nice today.
Oh, so you were getting
No, it was cold, man. I don't know why, but we had this, maybe not as cold as Melbourne. I understand there's like 20,000 homes still without power.
my caravan,
Oh, really?
the annex, my backyard.
So cold.
My goats aren't happy because the backyard was one and one.
You've got unhappy goats. That can't be a joy.
No.
Ian made a lollipop one-handed, did he? Is that a thing?
Ian and I made a lot of candy. Did you play one-handed as well? We playing one-handed? Yeah, we did some one-handed candy making the other day.
Ian was lifting while I was cutting.
Someone just sent you some love hearts, Miranda. Someone just sent you a Canadian flag and love hearts together. It's pretty sweet. So maybe just before, just hold it up again, Coop, so we can see what you've done. If you haven't seen it, they're gonna. Oh, look, you've done it right. Look at those letters.
Yeah.
You guys are all right.
Not sure if I believe. I can occasionally do my job.
You guys are all right.
Well, I occasionally get it done. That way or the other way for you,
Yeah, I
eh?
think that's perfect. That'll be it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Nice one.
Backwards in case, because why not?
This camera doesn't do it.
I can never remember which way goes which on which camera and all stuff.
New design. We all take. It depends. It depends
on the
what we're
mix and
making.
things like that,
Sometimes some of them actually design themselves. Some we work off a picture. We draw a picture. Depends entirely on what we're making. Some
Quite
things are
often-
entirely original. Some things we shamelessly rip off.
Yeah. Emoji all that. Quite often we'll draw out how we do it and have a bit of a chat. Work from two people's perspectives really helps.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a slightly different method.
Do you like lighting? But Daryl, you can take Daryl Lee in the shop. That's okay. Yeah. The little bo peep thing. Yes, you can still get those Daryl Lee bo peeps. They're just not as easy to find. You have to go out to England. Did you? Where are you from? The Senny Coast, mate. The Senny Coast.
We travelled 12.
They've come from Victoria. So state one.
Country, rural.
So state 1.5 minutes.
No, we're from rural. We're like in a little, in the middle of nowhere.
Holly, we will be doing Instagram this afternoon. It'll be an all-girls affair. Miranda and Lily are going to make something with Rachel and the voices. You're just jumping on. You can't save your job by jumping on Lily's bandwagon, man.
I'm not. I just saw this and thought it looked like a
It's
smile.
shameless is what it is. Shameless. All right. If you want to line those up, ready?
Yes, right.
Where is masks? No masks here in Sydney at the moment, mate.
On
I
public
think
transport, it's now mandatory from 4 p.m. today.
they'll be coming back. There has been a case here in New South Wales, but we've been very lucky so far. We'll just push those up. So the last little sign up will show you what we've done. You've done good, Drew. I like those.
Yeah, well, I have been doing it.
You've been making those. I know. I shouldn't sound so surprised.
You'd hope they'd be okay by now.
If you're wondering who's been the silly disembodied voice behind the camera, that's me. I'm Dave. Thank you for joining us on YouTube.
Yeah, we're not.
This is what they were making. G'day. G'day, mate. How you going? The classic Australian greeting. If you can manage to get a good g'day, you'll fit in here
Doesn't get more
when you come to
than that.
Australia. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to these guys. These guys have been with us from day one too. Look at her. She's got the shirt. This is one of my favourite people. She's the Soapy Turtle. She is the Soapy Turtle. Thanks for coming in, guys. Do you want to be in it? Do you want to? I'll just show you faces. Some visitors in the shop. Thanks everybody. We're going to be back on Instagram, or at least I'm not, and these boys aren't. It's going to be all the girls. They're going to do. It's going to be.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I've got a special hat on.
Ooh, sticky diggy.
Someone sent them in.
I didn't get a hat.
No, you didn't. You got a little
you got a
keychain that says
classic.
Chrome Dome Dave.
What is it say again, mate?
Chrome Dome Dave.
Classic. What a nickname.
Thanks everybody. Stay kind and clever. Look after the people around you. We'll be back on YouTube tomorrow, Facebook tomorrow, but after this 2 o'clock Instagram, and it'll be an all girls affair instead of all